In this video, we'll discuss how you can call SOAP web services from your Xbasic code. So to do that, the first thing that we need to do is register our SOAP service. So you can see here we're at the web control panel, and we'll select here the web references item in the control panel, and then we'll go ahead and click the new button to register a new SOAP service. So this is where you're going to type in the URL of the WSDL for your service. So you can see if we just click insert sample here, we have a few sample web services that we can test out. So we'll just choose the global weather service, and there's the WSDL for that service, and we'll just go here and we'll select the default name that Alpha suggests, but you can enter any name that you want. So when we do that, you'll see when we click the OK button, what's happening behind the scenes now is that Alpha is creating a new entry in the web control panel. So here's our web reference called global weather, but Alpha has also created a bin folder, and if we look inside that bin folder, we'll see that Alpha has created a folder called web references, and then in web references is a DLL file that is the .NET assembly, that's the proxy to that web service. So when the web service is called, the Xbasic code is going to use .NET to load this DLL and make calls against this proxy. So and in addition, we've created this entry over here, and this entry allows us to explore the methods of the web service. So if I double click now on global weather, that brings up the Explorer, and this Explorer shows me that this particular service has two methods. The first method is called get cities by country, and that basically takes country name as an argument, and the second method has get weather, which takes two arguments, the city name and the country name. So now that we have registered our web service and we can explore the methods of the web service, it's time to actually call this web service from Xbasic. So to do that, we would just open up an Xbasic editor to start writing Xbasic code. So there's several places where you can write Xbasic code. You could create a new Xbasic module, or you could create a component that makes a callback that gets handled by Xbasic. So for example, we could go over here and then go to the Xbasic functions section over here, and if we just right click on the Xbasic function sections, we'll see that on the right click menu there's a item called Genies, and inside Genies we see web reference call. So if we select web reference call there, this brings up a list of all of the SOAP services, or all the web references that we've registered, and at this point we only have one, so we'll choose global weather, and then we'll choose which of the methods we want to call. So we're going to call get cities by country, and then when I click OK, you'll see that Alpha generates the necessary Xbasic code that we can use to paste into the Xbasic code that we're writing. So I'm going to just copy this code to the clipboard so we can go to the Xbasic interactive window to test it out. So we'll copy it to the clipboard, and now we'll go to the web projects control panel. We'll go over to the interactive window and we'll paste this code in, and we'll set the country name now to United States, and then press enter to execute that line. Now we'll execute this line. So this is going to basically load the proxy over here. So now we have this proxy that we can interact with, and now we're going to actually call the get cities by country method, passing in country name. So we'll go ahead there and call it, and now we have result, and we'll just go here and say show var of result, and you can see here's the result that we got back from the web service. So we now basically registered a new web service. We've used the Explorer to see the methods that the web service exposes, and we've also used the Xbasic Genie to generate the necessary Xbasic code to call the web service. So thank you very much for watching.